Hi, I have in my hand here a coaxial cable. It's basically a RG6 cable and it's used within the satellite and TV aerial industry. So I'm just going to give it an overview of how to pare down this cable. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to come about 40 millimeters down along the cable and cut through the outer sheet by making a series of incisions with this sharp snips. And then after I've done that is I've come along and I make a series of incisions at 90 degrees. Once again, only cutting through the sheet. I'm not cutting into the in between. So if we look here, we removed the outer sheet, but the braiding is still largely intact. So what we'll do at this point is I'll just pull back this braiding at that point. And for the actual silver foil here, we can actually cut that off, or sometimes I'll simply break it. So in this case here, we'll just cut it off. And what I'll do then is I normally come along, and if we're going to be using this for, let's say for putting on an F connector or coaxial connector, which we see here beside me, what I'll do is I'll wrap this in a clockwise manner around the actual black part of the outer braiding. Okay? So what happens then is I need to come along and I'm going to come down around maybe 6 or 7 millimeters along the braiding here, or around the dielectric, and make a series of cuts through again. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to rotate this, and we can see it removes quite neatly. So the key point here is that we do not want it all to cut through the core wire, and we want to make sure that there is no contact between the outer braiding and the core wire, which you can see here. Now at this point here, what we could actually do is we could put on either a coaxial or an F connector. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration maybe with the F there, just to see how it just slide down, and we'll just rotate it into position, and then the excess length, we'll say I'll just tighten this all the way on, for instance. So we can see here, if we look down into the center there, what you'd see afterwards is that you'd see that you have the core wire with no braiding showing, so you know there's no shorting out. And then what we do is we simply snip off the excess core wire like that. So it'd be exactly the same process with the coaxial one here. So that's it anyway, an overview of how to pare down an RG6 satellite cable.